Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 29th episode of Dungeon Masters of Entrath. It has been a heck of a week. I meant to do 2 streams last week, but because I am an idiot, there was only one. I thought I'd be real cute last week, and for my Wednesday stream, I am currently babysitting one of my friend's rabbits while she is traveling in Germany, and I thought it'd be real funny to do a hex stream and just kind of be cuddling the rabbit and have a little cute fluffy animal on stream with me. Well, I'm an idiot because what do rabbits like to do? They like to chew on things. And so I've got my headset cable here, and I'm holding the rabbit and I'm setting up for the stream, and within a minute, the rabbit just turns its head over, and within a second, just in like one bite, bites clean through the cable here. It's where there's only the littlest dangling bit of cabling keeping the whole thing together. Just destroyed a $40 headset like it was nothing. And I didn't want to try to run a stream with my webcam being both video and audio, so it's like, alright, I guess we're not streaming tonight because I'm stupid. So that was a needless waste of money on my part to have to replace that, because I really didn't think that through. You want to have a cat cam or a dog cam, that's fine. Don't rabbits like to nibble, and you don't want to have anything that's easily chewable near them, and that was a rookie mistake on my part. But yeah, so kind of a quiet night so far on the stream here, but where's my challenge me notification? I might have deleted that. But if anybody is in chat and wishes to challenge the dungeon and has done so before, please let me know. If you happen to be new here, this is a game show I run every Wednesday night, where I design dungeons, which are a series of encounters that you play through. Alright, D. Masat. I'm going to pronounce it that way. What is your in-game name? Face Remover. Alright, and I'm going to start a list for tonight. Face. Okay, and so decks are Immortal format, commons and uncommons only, no rares, no legendaries. Same format as functions tournaments. And so what I need to know from you, here's our current dungeon map. There's actually 2 starting rooms. So I'm going to send you I'll send you a whisper here, and I need to know from you if you want to start in starting room number 1 on the left or number 2 on the right. Oh, that's not right. Whisper, face. Alright, so then go ahead. I just sent you a whisper so you can respond with a challenge. Send that over my way when you are ready. Yeah, Bofity, we started this map last week because the week before that, the final of the 4 bosses had been defeated. So I needed to debut a new dungeon. And so last Tuesday for the 6-month celebration stream, we had Peace Tinker roll up, defeat boss number 2, and walk away with the AAA Urnaz, which was donated by Nero Genus as a special prize for hitting the 6 months of the show mark. And the current prize pool has a Frostheart Primal Pack in it, courtesy of Function, for the same reason. Okay, 6-month dungeon, starting room number 2. Yeah, so it was a pretty hype stream. I had a lot of fun. I need to get the map off screen. Alright, this is a good hand. Face Remover playing Papa Goot. And our deck wants to basically bounce things and gain charges towards Daughter of Stars, and then hopefully wipe a board and swing in for the final victory. Although that may not be super effective against Goot. Alright, let's stun it first with a freebooter. And next turn we can bounce something with Buccaneer if we want. Okay, I'm not afraid of a naive lackey. Those both cost 1. I think I swing first. If you want to die right now, I'm fine with that. And let's bounce the Buccaneer. I could have stunned the lackey. Denied the card, but it's going to block eventually. There's Vesper again. And, oh, and there's the more expensive one. Alright, so I think I actually want to... No, I think I'm gonna not swing now. I'm gonna get the Mystic Naturalist down. And I can get a little more cute next turn with the Freebooter and Time Ripple combo. Sapphire's Favor, we use this to gain 2 charges basically. So 1 constant down so far. There's going to be a problem if more constants come down soon, and Decree of Banishing is a constant, which is why it's good in that deck. Put target card into its controller's hand and it gets cost +1, so that could get the Decree of Vanishing off the table, but only for a turn. Both of these are quick, so no need to play now. Let Face Remover commit to a swing with Lackey. Death Chant. Gonna get back the Eager Lackey. Nice little combo there. Let's get rid of that for a little bit. I think I kind of have to swing hard. I don't like the size of that Vesper, though. The Vespers. Alright, Face Remover gonna Fate Weave, and now... Oh man, those are huge. That's 10 damage, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. I'm gonna have to make some hard choices here. Come on. Is that just all constants and then... Alright, I'll gain 2 charges. And take your 6. Swinging for 3 doesn't feel like much here, does it? 2 of that's going to come immediately back. Alright. Face Remover plays Daybreak Diviner. Into Shackles of Malice, which is basically free. The health cost is mitigated with 2 of those out. And I have to get crazy with blocks. Yeah, this is pretty dead. I'm seeing Goot so much. I need a, I should have put a deck in this dungeon that was anti-Goot. But there's no overtly anti-Goot deck in here. Alright, and they're too little too late. Thunderfield Allure. So I think this is just dead on board. Block a 7, block a 7, take 4 plus 3 equals 7. Well, now it's even more dead. So don't even need to block.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Put up the map again. Where's my dungeon map? So from there, it's a straight shot to room number 3. Next one. Yep, so it's going to be room 3. But right now, it's only room 3. Take down the map. Send a challenge. Immortal. No. No. Gotta make sure the right deck is selected. This is what, again, Exhibit A on why I really want deck folders. Papa Goot versus Swamp Butt. I'm going to be loose, a little loose. Keep this. Can Fate Weave for another shard.
A parting gift.
So we're going to get to 3. We have 2 Wolvir Bashers, a Lanopause Sight in here, so there's things that can be done on 2 and 3. Have one of our big end games. Bogberg in here. Alright, so got second Sapphire, so therefore this needs to be a Ruby. Throw it on a Wolvir. Pass it back. And now next turn I'm not sure if I want to Wolvir or be resource efficient. And I probably want to play I probably want to go with the Lanopause Sight and start banking card draws. Alright, so let's throw some Swamp Gases in the deck, and then Lanopause. And now swing. pass it back. Now next turn, depending what the draw is, I mean, cannot afford Consult the Talon right now, so it'd probably be a Wolvear Basher. Ghastly Exchange ruins Fate Weave, but this deck doesn't really care about that. Alright, the Well of Innovation is going to snag another Ruby, so our thresholds are nice. It draws us a Crackling Bolt, which also has the draw card on it. I think I want to save the Crackling Bolt for a threat, though. Lost a Slow Shard for Fate Weave. Alright, that's 2 lackeys for card draw. Papa Goot starting constant train. So I can exhaust these. I probably want to put in my draws, or get my draws now. While the board is still relatively clean. Alright, now Arcane Alacrity first. Because now all our Swamp Gases can give us a charge to replace themselves. And now I hold because the next one I play can fuel up Ember Tongue Skarn. So, gonna hold here. Okay, Daybreak Diviner creates a constant that costs 1. And out comes Shackles of Malice, which I think is currently a net loss of 1 health per turn. Which one draws a card? Not this one draws a card. Let's Crackling Bolt that. So now that's going to be gone. Ghastly Exchange brings back a Naive Lackey. Okay, that's fine. Tote's fine. Let's put some more Swamp Gases in the deck. Use a Swamp Gas to kill a Naive Lackey. I did play an action this turn, so I can play Flickering Gobbler. And look at all that beautiful crap. That's 9 damage to your face! Face Remover needs some removal to deal with the Wolvear Bashers, the Ember Tongue Skarn. Those at least provide some sources of blocking. Okay, there's a piece of removal. Uses it on Ember Tongue Skarn. Hit another Swamp Gas. So much farting. Flickering Gobbler, because we played an action. Swing with everything. That's lethal right there. Swampbutt gets his first ever win, I believe, in this dungeon. GG's. So I'm gonna jump over to the prize list for a second here. We need to update the fail counter to 2. This current dungeon. At 2, we add 2k gold. So the prize pool is going to be 12k gold, which I can't afford right now, thankfully. Okay. Looking good. Alright, so bear with me. I got to take a real quick AFK run to use the bathroom, and then I will be right back, and we shall carry on. BRB. I don't have a BRB, do I? I don't have a BRB notification, but yeah, give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. I am back as the rain and the thunder begin to rumble outside. What is up, my team blows duck? So we've had our first run of the night in, face remover, defeated the starting room, got farted out in the second room. So if anybody else is in chat and wishes to challenge the dungeon, please let me know. Otherwise, traditionally what I will do is I will play one Evo game just to kind of have something else between one person making dungeon runs, and then that person is eligible to challenge the dungeon again. Because I don't like to do one stream of just one person bashing face against the dungeon over and over and over again. So that's why there's kind of, on slower nights when there's not as many challengers, that's why we have, when I do a cooldown. It has been quite a few weeks since the cooldown has been actually necessary, but tonight seems to be a slow night, so big attendance downturn from how many people were in chat last week, but it is what it is. So if anybody wants to play, let me know. In the meantime, let's try to put together an Evo deck here. There's a Feral Fuel Pack Hunter in here, there's a Mordrum's Gift is the rares. Orchinaya and Poppy Cake Peddler side by side are pretty sweet. Two Whimsy Witches is nice for transform. Dark of Night's solid removal. Mad Packmaster would go Feral Fuel. Let's sort this by shard. Do I have a Come At Me Bro schedule? Can't believe I know it. Alright, I need to add this. Seeking. Me know if you wish to challenge the dungeon. Alright, now let's put this Evo together. Nothing to write home about in Shardless, except for we have many of the fixing shards. Not much in Wild. I mean, there's some Gladiator troops to play with the Feral Fuel Pack Hunter, the Mesa Wildcaller, and Diamond. I'm looking for Fate Weave here. There's some Fate Weave payoff cards. This might... okay, that might be workable. And Zaf, just a couple witches. Yes, common and uncommon only, no rare, no legendary, and the format's immortal. So anything you would try to build for functions tournaments also works here, at least for this dungeon. Rules may change in future ones. Alright, so this is really troop thin too. Ruby doesn't look great. There's not a gladiator deck in there. I'm not super feeling the blood either. So if I just try to windmill slam every possible card in Ruby and Wild, what does that look like? Gotta have the Poppy Cake Peddler. I don't think anything has Death Cries. Probably throw that in there. I would almost main deck Blinding Ire and just hope that it becomes value. There's 17 troops in here. Jump Duskmink Scout with Fate Weave. No ices kind of hurts. This is a rare deck where I kind of want Arc Amplifier, even though it's not a great card. And I think I splashed the Feral Fuel Pack Hunter. I am far from an expert on the intricacies of Evo, but I think I'm gonna go Kalilik here for some Fate Weave. Alright, if we're splashing Ruby, maybe we can jam a few more cards in here. Probably the Runic Furies. I'll try the dungeon whenever. Okay, then let me put the final touches on this and get my shard base set up, and then I will just save out of this and we can run. And remind me what your in-game name is. My team blows deck. Alright, so we'll take this, and we're going to take this. Ducklet. Awesome. Okay. I'm just gonna put enough shards in here to get to the 40 card minimum. Save that. Back out. Should be obvious enough to me when I load that up again that that is not the correct shard base to be playing from. Oh, and the other thing I need to know from you, Ducklet, is if you want to start in starting room number 1. or starting room number 2. As this is the first dungeon that has 2 different points of entry that you can choose your destiny on. Alright. So I have sent you a whisper. Shoot me a challenge when you're ready and we shall rumble. If you win on room 2, you'll go automatically, or starting room 2, you'll go automatically to room 3. And then if you beat room 3, then you have a choice on where you're going from there. So I will remove the map. And await Ducklet's challenge for starting room 2. 6. Start 2. If it's not Daughter of Stars, we done goofed. Alright, and Ducklet won the flip playing Takahiro. Look at those sexy sleeves, Matriarch of Flames. I am jelly. I have never run into Matriarch. Alright, this seems a little bit loose, but there's some power cards in here, so hopefully we can draw into it. Alright, another 4-drop was not really what I was looking for. Face remover, if you want to challenge the dungeon again, let me know. Because after Ducklet's run, if nobody else speaks up requesting a first run of the night, then you are eligible to try again. Alright, well, we got a 4th shard. But no plays till turn 4 is going to be interesting. You Dread Factory. Alright, defers 3 open points of damage to get some counters on the Dread Factory. Sacrifices a Dreadling for some health and a card. All logical moves. Again with the 4-drops. Where's all the cheap stuff in this deck? Gotta eat a couple points of damage off an Necropolis coin. So Ducklet likely to opt to complete the Rune Factory here. Ooh, Vilefang Eremite's a problem. Does 2 points of damage. Still has what's needed to finish the Rune Factory, and wow. Cloudbounder number 3. Right there, as expected. So that's 2 points just off of making Dreadlings. And 2 health gained every turn. Block what we can block. Another... oh, man. Oh, man! Yeah. Stunning doesn't do anything to make the Vilefang Eremites less bad for us. I think I just swing here to start trying to get, some birdies, but pretty dead either way. Ducklet can just passively sit on the Vilefang Eremites and clock me that way. 2, 3, 4. Probably just dead next turn. Entrath's hungering, even more cards. Look at all that health. Takahiro in command. Alright, so it doesn't matter, but for pride, we're gonna stun some things. Now that's 2 Dreadlings. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage, I think, just off of those. I can't really... I have no bandwidth to swing in, so it's just over. Yep, just over. Alright, time to see if Swamp Butt can fare any better. Pull up the map here. Where did the AA Cloud Runner come from? That was a ladder alternate art prize for a prior season. So as you played through the limited and constructed ladders, you got those. What are I'm forgetting what the current ones even are. 6, room 3, and removing the dungeon map again. We win the draw this time, so we're gonna go or the flip, so we're gonna go first. This is, it wants to be good, but I can't risk that. This is better. Alright, so play a shard, play Arcane Alacrity, and ship it back over to Ducklet. Play shard and pass. Got some nice 3 drops though. I think it might be Thunderfield Elder first and then... No, it's going to be Lanopaw's Sight first and then Thunderfield Elder. And hope maybe I get a stack. Make some Swamp Gas, play Lanopaw, pass turn. And out comes the first Vilefang Aromite, so we're going to have combo starting rather shortly. Have to take 2 damage, nothing that can be done about that. Throw out the Thunderfield Elder now. So the next action we hit is going to have draw a card and copy it. So it should create 2 copies of an action that each draws cards. It's good for card advantage. It's good for doing whatever the action's gonna do. Thought Collector. Put the top card of opposing champion's deck into your hand, and its thresholds become blood. Alright, so we draw Well of Innovation, which is going to fetch us a card. And we'll even out our thresholds here at 2 a pop. This is the thing that draws us a card, okay. Do I trade that tit for tat here? Or do I bounce it? No, I'd rather kind of bounce the Wolvir probably. Not the Wolvir, the Vile Fang. I think I swing here. Throw the Airmite back in the hand. Now pass it back to Ducklet. Boy, the rain is really coming down now. I don't know if my mic is sensitive enough to pick that up or not. Emergency alert, tornado warning in area until 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Take shelter now. Check local media, National Weather Service. Alright, so I'm going to warn chat right now that this stream is liable to be stopped short at a moment's notice. If the tornado sirens start going off, I am going to cancel this immediately. So, just so you know, because the weather outside is legit. As a matter of fact, I should probably let Ducklet know too. Okay, so let's... I think I'm going to Buccaneer and bounce Vile Fang and keep a constant eye out the window. Alright, let's make that Vile Fang even more hard to get. Swing for 2. And Death's Head Rider is going to make us have to sacrifice something. Alright, sacrifice to Dreadling. My biggest fear is that there's going to be some way to recur this. When you play this, draw a card. When you play, God, I hate getting copies on Stifling Sting because it doesn't work. If you damage, oh well, it does work as long as you don't damage a champion. That's right. That's how that works. So Stifling Sting that and that. Thank you, Lanapaw. The counter only happens if you hit them in their face, so you don't want to hit them in the face. Alright, so drop down Wolvir, which gets another card. have to check if that was in my head or if that was, in fact, tornado sirens. Because I love y'all, but I'm not fucking around with Mother Nature. Yeah, I have to cancel the stream. Tornado sirens are going off outside right now. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm insane. I'm legit insane. Cancel the wool beer. Oh god, I have to, yep, it does have recursion to bring that back. Get your Kickstarter copy of Fate of the Elder Gods. Anything with Elder Gods in it sounds sweet. As a fan of Lovecraft. Menopause site to bank some draws. Only taking 2 damage here. There is the return of the 5-cost Vilefang Aramite. Fate Weave Thread. Let's make some things. Buccaneer that back to the hand yet again, because we like being annoying. Oh, rather than see it bounce to the hand, he'd rather get rid of it for some value. Fair enough. Gonna bring it back with Tomb Swap, I'm sure. And throws down another Thought Collector. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to multitask here and pull up the National Weather Service. Alerts from my area. Yeah, heavy rain, no shit, I can see that outside my window. Okay, and our Buccaneer's dead. Ducklet just trucking her along, dropping bodies and picking things up. Okay, neither of these draw things. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, it's so loose, but I kind of want to double Stifling Sting that. And Weep when it gets immediately brought back for one resource. Throw some more Swamp Gas in the deck and pass it back. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. Central for South Central Hennepin, Northeastern Scott, and East Central Carver County. At 7:47 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located over Shakopee, or 17 miles southwest of Minneapolis, moving north at 20 miles an hour. Fuck, I gotta call my parents. My parents are in Shakopee. Shakopee's a big city, though, or in terms of the amount of territory it covers, though, so not necessarily a problem. Are we just dead here? Swamp gas into a swamp gas. Yay, we killed something. And the card draw is great, but the card draw is too late. That's a small sequencing error. I actually should have put the gas in before the second Lanoplast site. Alright, so I think I can relax a little bit because I'm not hearing tornado sirens right now. Ugh. So Swampbud is defeated. And that's not what I wanted to bring up. So now Ducklet has a choice to make. Ducklet... Where's my dungeon map? Where's my dungeon map? Ducklet can either challenge bonus room number 2 or move on deeper into the dungeon and to challenge room 4. And if anybody else wants to challenge the dungeon after Ducklet, please let me know. I will advise, though, that I am living under a tornado warning for another 40 minutes. So this stream is subject to be shut off immediately with little to no advance notice. Bonus room, I learned from Super Smash TV. That's right. Big money, big prizes. I love it. Send me a challenge when you are ready. And we'll throw down for the bonus room. That's going to be an Evo pack if you win. And I need to remember that's bonus 2. I just kept them consistent. Okay. Ducklet says, greed is good. Cannot. So good. Can't keep it. Oh, god damn. I mean, alright, this is still this is bad. This is going to be interesting. Have a Pyre Strike to take out one of those, to void threats that it cannot be brought back. There's Satyr's Roost Bard. I just got a text message on my phone from one of my best friends that she and her husband are watching me on their anniversary. You're welcome. That is hilarious. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying, though. And I hope I can stick around for a while and I don't have to run and take shelter if tornado sirens start going off. Oh, I missequenced this here. I could have played the Ashwood Firebrand for a Valor. Played the Valor to make that stronger. Here, no, I would have played the Valor here. Who am I kidding? And then drawn a card. Okay, I guess it's fine. Ducklet plays Gruesome Deed to take out Satyr's Roost Bard. So probably, I guess, a Spring Dancer. Swing with this. And I might as well just Valor this up. I don't know if my headset's sensitive enough to pick up much ambient noise, but the storm outside is legit. Alright, there's a Vilefang Eremite that we can Pyre Strike. I think I want to do that pre-combat so that I can't soak up a block. Get out of here, Eremite. Alright, so activating the Dread Factory, but not blocking. And we'll take our Valor, and I think hold it for now. Would like to find a second Wild Threshold here so that Arendelle Monk is playable. Alright, Death's Head Rider is a bummer. 2, 3, 4, 5 damage incoming. So unfortunately, this is going to be vulnerable for a turn to being killed before it can pop something off. But I do want to throw down the Heart of Embers here. So that if it lives, it can start sniping probably these two first. Since we have two Valors in hand. And then with the pieces picked off, it'll be a little bit more free range to swing in. But this is where there's an immediate Gruesome Deed. Yep, see, the never didn't have it. Alright, there goes the Ashwood Firebrand. The sacrifice game is good. That's a lot of damage, so we're probably done. Has 4 in the air. 5, 6, 7. I mean, at this point, it's practically worth a full swinging. Not gonna happen this time. Wow, look at this. Could not find the second Wild Threshold. might as well give that a little bit more survivability, but I think this is largely an academic exercise now because a full swing is lethal here. 4 in the air that can't be stopped. I can block one thing. That's way more than sufficient. Alright, so Ducklet, I need to write down, is going to get an Evo code after the stream, or not a code, 2 packs on 100 Pellat. D-U-C-K-L-E-T-T, Evo, prize. And our first bonus room has fallen. And that is... God, I cannot... I think the tornado sirens are going off. And I really should probably be paying more attention to that. Alright, so the next room in the dungeon is room 4. So that is where we're going to be going from here. And then after that... so Ducklet, you're going to room 4, and then after that you would have a series of choices. You can go to room 5 or 6, and then assault... Depending on your choice, assault boss 1, 3, or 4. So there is no choice here, so just send me a challenge when you're ready, and as I had mentioned, when the stream is over, I will be sending you 2 packs and 100 platinum for an Evo entry. The sirens are going off, but there's like no wind outside at all. The rain is coming straight down. Alright, so we have Rune Carver Darkon. Artifaction, my friend, how are you doing this fine evening? Welcome to Z Channel. We are hardcore. We play through rain. We play through thunder. We play through the fact that the tornado sirens are absolutely 100% going off right now. Yeah, I'll keep this. Like I said, probably for at least another half an hour, this stream is at risk of getting shut off immediately, and you will get little to no warning. If I deem it is in my personal best interest to shut her down and get to the ground floor, I'm going to do it. But I see like literally no wind or sign that there's any immediate danger at the moment. But that's why you're going to see me panning my head towards the window a lot. Doing some path tonight, won't be queuing for dungeon. Fair enough. I think I'm going to focus because it's a thing to do. And okay, these are both turn 3 plays. No, that I can play sooner. I'll take the Windborne Ascension. Well, I can't really play sooner, I guess, because I want to play Exalted Professor next turn, which has flight, and whenever it readies, create a random action that we meet the threshold requirements to play.
Now it's dark, and you seem to have lost it, but you're hopelessly lost yourself. Stranded with a murderer, you creep silently through
Alright, so Exalted Professor's going to come down. Now here's one of the other ultimate weapons of this deck, which is a Trial of Totems. Create an Ardent Troop with cost 4, it gets +2/+2. And it's going to deploy to create a random act, and again, create random actions. We're just feeding Darkon with actual actions and the creation of potential actions. Yeah, I'll take your 3. Ooh, sacrifices, takes a card, and kills Zubrin. Rude. Took an arcane focus. Alright, that's fine. Could have taken something much worse. Good old Shia LaBeouf. One of my friends turned me onto this, and the music video is hilarious. If you see the video of a live troupe doing this song, it is just hilarious and like excessively overproduced. So those are quick actions. So I'm gonna wait.
His head topples to the floor.
Oh yeah, you've seen it. Okay, good. Then you know.
Fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, that was, well, I didn't want to wait a couple more turns. Valfang Eremite lands. So we got Alwyn. As another troop with cost equal to or greater than 4 comes into play, it's going to get +4/+4. I don't know that that's going to happen, but if so, sweet. We have a flying probed war pair. Let's play our big Alwyn. It makes us a Sapphire's Favor. Not exactly the kind of action we would have been hoping for. Fate Weave for some adventure. Yeah, you're right. Stun each opposing troop with power 1 or less. That would stop a Dreadling swing. Target action in your hand with cost 2 or less gets Runic. I could make a Runic Arcane Focus. I don't think that's the way I want to go. I'm going to swing with Alwyn. Okay, deal 4. Throw down a miss. I'm going to go ahead and play the Naturalist. Yeah, Ducklet is running a Takahiro Dreadling health gain sacrifice deck. Oh, this cost 4, so it got the huge buff from Alwyn. I like completely forgot about those shenanigans. Alright, yep, so there's a Thought Creeper. Sacrifice a Dreadling. So Ducklet's got a fair amount of health. We only have 13. Gruesome Deed takes out the Mystic Naturalist, which is a pity. Righteous Vanquisher, Life, Drain, and Flight. When a troop you control attacks, this gets cost -1. So that incentivizes Alwyn to swing in. The Vilefang and that are just nasty, and this deck is not well positioned to get rid of that. I don't know that Darkon is the thing right now. Yeah, it's Runic this turn. Probe War pair. And then I think I leave up the resources for Sapphire's Favor. gets another arcane focus. Alright. That's fine. I'd rather lock down your board than counter that. Alright, so I need to get out of a... I missed some whispers. Watching on Xbox, so I can't chat with you on stream for some reason. Pretty sure it will be bad. Think you have a deck that meets requirements? Yeah, you probably do, bro. You almost certainly do. Sapphire Stunning. Boom. Dang it, we lost the Pro Boar pair. Alright, so we have no current challengers queued up after Takahiro, so just messaging one of my real-life friends there if he wants to take a crack at the dungeon to let me know. Things are looking real bad for Darkon. 10 versus 35. Right, everything is stunned, so I should swing with all one because it's free. I want next. Alright. We're going to see my IRL best friend forever challenge the dungeon next. Righteous Vanquishers down to a 6 cost. I'm going to throw down Prestidigitator here to grab another action. Alright, and Shield Bash isn't doing anything for us right now, so you know what, at this point I almost want to Arcane Focus that. I'll take the Mystic Naturalist, because we've seen how well that works with all one. Am I dead, though, pre-combat with Vilefang Eremite? So that's 3 points of damage. Okay. So gotta take 3 points of damage here. Go easy, it's my anniversary. Asking the Dungeon Master to be gentle. Especially when I know where you live. That's a risky play. Alright, so... swinging with Alwyn gets this to a 5. Lose 2 health immediately off of that. I think I'm dead regardless. No. Alwyn is gonna buff Righteous Vanquisher to make Righteous Vanquisher huge and make it a 9/9. Which means if we're not immediately dead, we're going to get so much health back on a Dreadling block. That is, of course, until that is immediately resurrected. Oh, now we're dead. Ah, the coin! That big, beautiful, Righteous Vanquisher is not going to do anything. Well played, Ducklet. Dang it, I thought I had a chance to get back in that. So Darkon is dead. And Ducklet has a choice between 5 and 6 here. Spagmasm, Ducklet. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. He's going for 5. Alright, so since boss 2 has been taken out, it's linear here. We're going to go 5 and then boss 1. So I'm going to remove the map. And send me a challenge when you're ready. Five and then boss 1. And next up on the Dungeon Masters of Entrath tonight, first time challenger ever, my real life best friend, Spagmasm. Alright, so we're doing room 5, right? 6, room 5. Yes. Alright, 5 shard necrotic time. Gonna keep it because it's got Lixil, it's got access to 3 different shards here. I was saying, I hit Cosmic that season, so that should be animated. Okay, so I think I'm going to take Diamond first. Next turn, grab Blood off the Slow Shard. Turn 3, Sapphire Shard into Underworld Officer. And of course, play a diamond, immediately find another one. Ain't that how it always works? Let's grab that blood. And pass. Ducklet puts a token onto the Rune Factory here. Probably may want to do that again. Yep, does go ahead and do it again. Wants to build up the end game a little bit faster. Sacrifices Thought Collector into Takahiro to steal a card. Immediately plays another Thought Collector. The combos are real nice with that deck. Tomb swaps to get the other one back. So, you know, just reduce, reuse, recycle, folks. Prodigy of Velosilov, when we hit all 5 thresholds, Necrotic are going to be +2/+2. And that would be next turn, actually. Lixil and Charge Power will give us thresholds 4 and 5. Lixil, though, is not impervious to being sacrificed. Oh, got the other Prodigy. Favorable RNG. Alright. So let's find... Alright. Gotta grab Wild, because I guess this deck doesn't have any Ruby in it. So I'll make one. Makes Forgotten Monarch free. Swing for 5. Alright, and we have to eat 2 off Necropolis coins. And now Forgotten Monarch, when this attacks, Underworld troops you control have +1/+1 and lethal, and it's flying. Alright, there is a Blood Bearer to start getting some health off of every Dreadling that dies. I don't think I risked the Forgotten Monarch. Alright, and there's our first call to sacrifice. I think it has to be the Monarch, unfortunately. Play this off for a Sapphire, because we don't really need multiple rubies. Play the Prodigy. And swing in with these two. Just got to try to hit faster than we get hit. And keep living in fear of Tomb Swap. There it is. See, never didn't have it. And it's now being forced to sacrifice. I think it's going to be 2 troops this time. Nope. Gruesome Deed. Wipes out the Underworld Officer, which was unblockable. And sacrifice a troop you control, This is why the Dungeon Master gets to use rares. Because well-tuned decks will still wreck face. Alright, well, we have our own recursion tool now. We have the Midnight Shepherd. And we have our own Prodigy of Voloslav. Or another one. So now, starting next turn, this can exhaust itself to put target troop in any crypt into play under our control. So we could take... oh, he sacrificed that. Oh no, does he have another one? No! He has a Call to Grave. He's going to bring it back, play it, and we're going to have to sacrifice both of these. Which totally ruins what I wanted to do, which would have been to strangle to kill it, and then Midnight Shepherd to bring it back and use its effect for our purposes. But now our board is once again nice and naked. And Ducklet is sitting pretty. Don't even have the blood threshold. You know what? Yeah, that'll. I'm gonna strangle that. That wouldn't even work. Do you have to have the thresholds for it? Genius. Ducklet moving on to the final boss. Still dead, but at least I exhausted all my cards. Take that down for now. Only one room left. Alright, so Ducklet is on to the boss. We'll just wait for Ducklet to send a challenge here. Ducklet is playing for a Frostheart Primal pack, a 2016 Convocation pack, and 12,000 gold currently. Alright, boss numero uno. Show me what you got. Against Mono Wild Shenanigans. Although this is another troop-based deck, which means that the constant sacrifice, being forced to sacrifice things a lot, is going to make us sad. this is unfortunately kind of weak. I think I Fate Weave here for a non-resource. Try to find something that's cheap and on the early end. Lullaby here will stop a swing of Dreadlings, but these three cards want us to have a troop on the board. Alright, see? Look at that. Alright. Play the Primal Essence. Landed a Determined Bushi, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. And hopefully we get to keep it long enough to put some hurt in. Alright, so the Primal Essence is now worth 2, because that's the second one we found. Let's Wild Growth this. Make it a 5/5. So that will kill off the flying dude there. Now Crackling Clash. Target troop you control battles target opposing troop. We can Crackling Clash this to take out Vilefang Eremite and force a resurrection there if you want its ability back. Yeah, we'll call it a day there. Alright, Ducklet plays the Necropolis coins as a slow resource rather than using it for a damage cycle. And now plays out the Cursed Death's Head Rider to force me to get rid of our only troop. Now this is a little bit greed, but I'm going to wait a turn on playing the Night Sky Prophet because next turn we'll have 6 resources and I can play that empowered. And that would give the next troop in the deck +4/+2. No, you stole one of my Bushis. Could be worse. Let's just get that big ol' 6/4 down. See, the problem with this is Ducklet's got enough here to sacrifice a troop at will, and it's almost certainly sitting on this basically until he finds a resurrection spell to be able to sacrifice the Death's Head Rider and then immediately bring it back. Goliath entering the queue. Okay, you've got one person ahead of you, Goliath. No! This is why I can't have nice things. End phase, being forced to constantly throw away all my troops. Need to build some more decks that are anti-constant and void. Okay, that is a surprisingly conservative play call. It's almost like you know I have Lullaby in my hand. There's an Eremite. Sacrifice. Did not sacrifice one of the Death's Head Riders. kills me faster. I'll kill that. I could trade my Bushi for my other Bushi. I don't know that I want to do that. It doesn't seem worth. I'm just gonna hold. So that combo, just constantly, you know, tap the thing to make the Bushi as big as you want it to be. Alright, there's the swing I was waiting to see. So everything got reverted. None of the damage is going to get dealt. This still looks super bad though. And then we find Stomp Stomp Growl. Now those are excellent resurrection targets. Oh, and this is what was prophesized. It's a 9/8 Crocosaur. I mean, of course we're gonna play it. We're gonna have it battle 2 troops, and yeah, I think we have to go ahead and eat the flyers. Do I use the charge power now and swing? Yeah, because I want to try to find a way to help get this guy more powerful. Guess troops tend not to be long for this world in this matchup. Ducklet's gaining 3 health every turn right now, just off of the Bloodbearer here. And there's a tomb swap, so we're gonna lose a troop here. Just 1 troop because those were reverted. God, we need to hit running Crocosaurs here to have a hope. Third Primal Essence. So, can't really swing in with the Crocosaur. Can easily chump block that with a Thought Collector, steal a card. Because we need to be able to block the Determined Bushi. And that's gonna do it. Ducklet is gonna walk out of here the grand prize winner because I can't stop lethal next turn. The Dreadling generation. There's 2 things I can't stop. Okay, I guess just 1 thing I can't stop. The other Death's Head Rider is going to get replayed and basically just wipe out the board and go for an overkill. Kills the Clobberdon with the Crackling Clash. Swings through. Wipes everything. Ducklet has defeated 1 of the 4 bosses. Holy crap, this is just our 2nd night with this dungeon and 2 of the 4 bosses are gone. Y'all are killing me. I am gonna have to get back to the drawing board on a new dungeon faster than I had thought. Alright, so I'm just working real quick to update the map here. Winner is Ducklet. Alright. So we've got the map saved. I'm going to go to the prize list and we'll call this the Ducklet prize pool. So Ducklet is going to win a Frostheart Primal pack, 2016 Convo pack, and 12,000 gold. Which is gonna, and I'm just gonna write down here from my Remember to Evo pack. So that's all gonna get sent after the stream. Yeah, was trying to do some power through, but your whole I'm gonna make you sacrifice all your crap scheme is quite nasty against what many of the decks in that dungeon were trying to do. So congratulations, well played. Don't worry, that won't happen with me. Classic Reanimator shenanigans. Alright, so the current prize pool, I need to reset this now. Alright, our current prize pool is going to be, we're going to start with a playset of Ageless Troubadour, which is donated by Rory. Well, good. I'm glad you had fun. I enjoy running these. Alright, so our current prize pool, we're going to start with a playset of Ageless Troubadours, 10k gold, and a Shards of Fate booster from set 1. Because Function was kind enough to donate a booster pack of every single set. One booster of every single set so far. Alright, so I think it might be, is it exclamation PRIs? Yeah, it's plural. But that now you'll have the link. Oops, I'm chatting in Twitch chat. To challenge somebody, you click on their portrait in chat, and then there's Whisper, Mail, and then Challenge is the third option down. So then you just send a challenge. Make sure the format is Immortal, and then you pick the deck you want, and you shoot the challenge over. So our next challenger is Spegmasm. Real life friend of mine. Known each other for more than 10 years. He is a newer Hex player, a free-to-play Hex player. And so I'm going to try to mentor in the ways of the game whenever I can. He is pretty new to Hex, yes, and he has not spent a penny on the game. So I've mailed him basically commons and uncommons for 2 decks. So we'll see what he has to throw at me. I sent him a Diamond Sapphire Flyers deck and then something in Wild. I can't remember. It's been a while since I sent him the cards. So I don't know if it's going to be one of those 2 decks tonight or something different. See if I should... I'm going to try the good old school text him too. Hey buddy. Which starting... Okay. He didn't reply, so yeah, he's beat the campaign at least once. I'm gonna assume he wanted starting room 2 because it's been seen before. I'm gonna let him roll with a deck he's going to be more familiar with. Oh, he sent the wrong format. You can get in a queue for a second run. You've got Goliathus ahead of you, who's not played at all tonight. But then you'd be eligible to compete again. Yeah, time allowing. I'm going to be up for another hour and 20 or so. And it begins. Spegmasm, free to play new player, versus Kickstarter, who's been playing since Alpha. Tharaz. I was not expecting him to show up with Tharaz. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. I was not expecting him to show up with Tharaz. I don't think I gave him the stuff for Tharaz. He's not really... Spegmasm is not really on Twitch. I mean, he's got an account so he can watch, but he doesn't stream. So he has been watching me live earlier tonight. He sent me texts saying it's his anniversary tonight and he's watching me, which cracks me up. And he watches the show on YouTube, too. I think he's sending me whispers too. Give you some of your own medicine. Also, I did pause. Okay, he paused the stream. He's letting me know he didn't cheat. Yeah, he built a Tharaz deck. I'm so proud. He's running a deck that I did not send him. I think his Twitch handle is Spegmasm as well. Although he's watching through Xbox, so I don't know that he shows up in chat. Alright, I'm gonna give him the Daring Freebooter to stun the bunny. Pass it back over. Alright, so he is on 3 resources, has a second Dread Botanist down. And I'm gonna go ahead and block the Dreadling here. Ooh, this is nice. So Thunderfield Elder will let us copy the next action in the deck, and then Coyotal Shaman will allow us to potentially pick that back up. How do I reply? So 2 Dreadlings are to come in, and just the Dreadlings. Alright, so we drew, what, the Mystic Naturalist? I think I ship these at the risk of an explosive backswing. Now the Mystic Naturals can start the bird train. And so now, my friend Spegmasm, you got removal, bro? Okay, you got the Bloodbearer. You got the Bloodbearer. So we're going to take one, and Spegmasm is going to gain 2, thanks to Bloodbearer. Stuck on 3 resources, which is kind of a problem. Meanwhile, we are at 5. Prophecy. Deployed. Next troop in your deck gets... Okay. So no real reason not to play that. Probably ship these. And throw down the Kyoto Shaman and then pass. I don't want to be a bully, but I also don't want to look like the Dungeon Masters playing favorites here either. Alright, so he does have 6 charges for a major backswing. We all know you're... Yes, that is hard truth. Oh, that would be a nasty swing with 1 more charge. Alright, so that is 5 Dreadlings. So we're going to take 4, and Spegmasm's going to gain 4. Ooh, Taste for Blood. All right. So that's gonna be a 5/4 with some life gain action. So it's really not worth to swing in with the ground units. Actually, you know what I could have? Watch me be a gigantic asshole and just stun it. Things have been crazy lately. I know that feeling very well. Last night I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go outside and relax and enjoy the nice weather instead of playing video games. I went down into my kitchen and I discovered that from the utility closet where my AC and my water softener are, water was coming out of that closet about a foot deep into my kitchen. So I spent 45 minutes last night just using towels to soak up water, throwing it into a plastic jug, carrying it outside, wringing out the towels. Oh, he still can't get that 4th shard. So I spent 45 minutes deflooding my kitchen. Found out the nature of my problem was that there was a leak in my water softener, and the drainage in my utility closet is a joke. If you pour a cup of water in my utility closet, it will flow away from the goddamn drain. And just straight out into the kitchen. Like, the drain is worthless. So after getting all the water mopped up, I figured out where the leak was coming from. So now I have my water turned off, and I only turn on the water whenever I'm in a position where I can actively, where I'm going to actively use the water. And then as soon as I'm done using the water, I turned it off again, and I have a repairman coming on Friday. Stigma Buster, you are not too late to get a run in. We've got Spegmasm playing now. Yep, people asking for first run of the night get priority over repeats. So Goliath would be next in line after Spegmasm here, and then it'd be you. And then, time permitting, face remover is first up in the line for repeats. Alright, so block here, block here. I could time ripple the Dread Apprentice, but I think I'm gonna let him have that one. Can't be too mean. Can't be too mean to a new player, right? Besides, I'm bashing in with an insanely large board. Yeah, just swinging with these. Next turn, have balance for any issues. So we've gotten wider, I think, than he may have removal for, and he's been stuck on 3 resources forever. Yep, that was another thing, man. Besides, I could be out $200 for water softener fix, so that I don't keep flooding my kitchen. But yeah, I didn't realize how expensive that headset was until I went to Target to buy a replacement of the exact same kind. It's a $40 headset that Rabbit chewed through in an instant. We're going to use the one that doesn't make that cost more. All you want is a freaking bonus room. Well, one of them was beat. As a matter of fact, I should remember to update that. Another taste for blood. So, there's enough swinging to make it cheap enough to be castable. So there's 8 resources. And they're gonna swing with everything now. We'll give you 3 life. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm not gonna do the math. I think that's enough. My poor bestie could not find a 4th shard. Sitting on 2 Explosion this whole match. He had removal in hand the whole time. Wouldn't have helped with these 2, but it would have taken these out. Everybody give Spegmasm a hand. Newer player, only been playing a couple months or 2, really only done PvE. Free to play player, gave it a good try, got shard screwed. So thanks for playing, bro. Happy to have you in the ranks of people who have tried to compete on the show. And with his vanquishing, we're going to add the rare card Evolved Tactics into the prize pool. And next up is Goliathus. Let me see here. Goliathus, what I need to know from you, sorry, I need to pull the dungeon map back up, is blah, 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 blah. Where's my map? Where's my map? Where is my map? Okay. So bonus room 2 is actually out of business. Whisper. Because I don't know if you're still in chat or not. And I'm gonna. All right. So Goliath is gonna start at 1. And can challenge me when ready. And I'm just gonna try to real quick knock that out. Alright, and so this should now show. Yep, there it shows it's gone. Starting room 1. Oops, it switched channels. Well, I think you heard me anyway. Goliath has disconnected. There we go. Either Stingbuster, either your deck is going to wreck all the faces or just fall flat on its face. Norist, aka Rory. Stop everything. Stop everything. We have our first ever subscriber, Rory. Much appreciated, good sir. You are the first person besides myself who should have access to the Princess Corey emote. And I want to pause the music so that my subscription alert replays. Where can I go into... see your dashboard. And we're going to do this properly.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
Yes! Thank you for becoming a patron of the show. Much appreciated. I hope it's showing for you correctly. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. It's a little bit risk and kind of floody, but it's going to allow everything to become playable. Excellent. Join the Corey hype train. Alright, let's get that chaos tongued out here. So this deck is literally all about random shenanigans. Everything in this deck is a one-of except Polymorphic Army. So we take all of our one-off random jank and then try to make it grow up into something big and evil. Alright, we lost nothing of major value actually. I think Goliath just did us a favor. Hey, we found our win condition. Oh, and we lost one, but you know what? That was at the bottom of the deck. We were never going to get that one anyway. So we've got lots of resources to build towards big, expensive hits on Polymorphic Army. But Psychic Torment's a problem because that really kind of makes Night Sky Prophet probably significantly less good. I'm going to Well of Instinct here, choose Wild, and I see no reason not to just throw the Night Sky Prophet down now. hope that we actually get to draw whatever it is that we just hit with that, and that it doesn't go into the crypt. But if it does, that's a casualty of war when you're playing against a berry deck. We to lose it? No, we lost a shard. Good guy Goliath is doing us favors again. Five, three. So I think I just want to exhaust 2. Because we can swing in and deal 3 damage here. And we can play out the 3/2 lackey that we drew. Alright, gotta discard cards in excess of 7. 4, 5, 6. Runic Hatchling is good. We made a Midnight Paladin. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the slow shard and carry on. So Goliathus is stuck on 2, though. It is worth noting that our opponent is not having a good day on the shard front. OBS for a second. Alright, so goes big, swinging in for 1. And we lose another wild ice. Alright, and I think I swing in with everything here. Throne Omega, been trying to find a category for your videos on Hex VOD, but I always fail. It's too unique. Find a category for them. Ah, okay. No, it's not standard constructed, no immortal constructed, no limited, no reviews, no new player. I need help. It's a game show. You know, it's kind of I don't know if there's a casual category or if there's an anything goes category for what you're trying to do. Kitchen table is an excellent description. What Norius just said. Kitchen table would be a great one. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Hex VOD. I'd definitely be interested in hearing more about that, just to have a nice I'm assuming a place where a lot of videos are kept, and I try to constantly, you know, upload episodes to YouTube and things to make them around. So we'd be remiss not to end this without doing a polymorphic wombo combo. You could just say casual PvP, unranked PvP. I know it'd be weird to create a game show category when I'm literally the only one running it. I'm a category unto myself. So Goliath is jammed on 3. Yeah, no best of scenes, unfortunately. Well, actually, there are best ofs. If you look at, I would say I do have one series that is best of. If you look at my YouTube channel, and look for Dungeon Masters of Entrath Hall of Fame, I have clips of just people's successful runs where they took out a boss. So I know that's a very small subsection of all my videos, but those could kind of fall into best ofs. But then again, those are like 30, 40 plus minutes, and I think maybe you're looking for like more clip show type thing. Yeah, all content is by its definition community created, unless it's the dev streams. The dev streams are not community content. All right, Goliath. I'll keep you in mind. I am not sure we're gonna get to you, but I'll keep you in mind. We have Raptos up next, and then if there's no first timers for tonight, then Face Remover is eligible again. And then it would be, I believe, you. So I'm going to write that down. That would be the current order at the moment if we can get 3 more runs in an hour. But you are definitely in the queue again if we get to you. All right, and we're going to add 2,000 gold into the prize pool. Get that up to 12. Some Mary Caravan Faye is hiding inside there or something with it. Yep. All right. Raptos, you know the drill, and I think you're on my friends list too. Shoot me a challenge when you're ready. Yep, you're on my friend. We're on friend list, so just shoot me a challenge when you're ready. We shall start the dungeon. Oh, and I need to know which dungeon room you want to start in, 1 or 2. The first bonus room has been taken out on the right. Yep, so if you start, okay, you're going to start at room 1, then you have a shot at a bonus room on the left. Sounds good. Shoot me your challenge when you are ready. And we shall throw down! 29 episodes of Dungeon Masters of Entrath. Fingers crossed this crazy idea works. Well, we shall need to see what kind of shenanigans Stigma Buster, aka Raptos, is up to. And look at me, I'm double platinum. I need... the season ends at the end of... the latter season ends at the end of the month, doesn't it? So I kind of need to jam a little bit more, I think. Start 1, yes. Yeah. I could probably get to Cosmic just continuing to play Ruby Wild Sockets. I think if I'm recalling my record off the top of my head correctly, I think I'm 17-5 this season, and the only deck I've played is Ruby Wild Sockets. It's so fun. Although if I start seeing like a bajillion of those, bajillion versions of Peace Tinker's deck, then it might not do so hot. Gotta pull an all-nighter. Just do it! Alright, this is keepable. We got WinCon in hand. Malzak, stun target exhausted troop. Not a champion I've seen much around for a while. Jam down Storm Drummer, which will give the next troop in our deck deploy. You may have this battle another battle an opposing troop. So we'll see if we get anything of value off of that. Next turn, if we don't draw a 2-drop, I think the play is to Sapphire Ice and try to find a non-resource. We don't need more resources. We need anything else. I'll pass it back here. So Hatchery Malvoker is when you play an action, create 3 Spiderling eggs and put them into the deck. So this could be an action-centric Spiderling brew, maybe? Azure Fang Decree. So we lost our battle troop. Oh, and it would have been a good one too. Lost Runic Hatching. Alright, so this is a slight risk against a deck that has shown its propensity to bury things, but I'm gonna put a non-shard at the top because we've got 4 resources in hand and need to find something that's going to help us build a board. Alright, so you know what? I want Woolly Moa first. Just a Fate Wave for yet another non-resource. Try to guarantee, hopefully a few more of those in a row. Spider Nest. When this becomes exhausted, create 3 spiderling eggs and put them into your deck. And it just became exhausted. And this does not revert, it just transforms. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go Ardent and get a 5/4, so I guess there's that. Buccaneer, no! No! Alright, so Blood Crazed Zealot is now 6 cost, vanilla 5/4, which is just sadness. And that's a lot of damage coming in. Dang it, Raptos! Your deck is doing things. Okay, 3 copies of Polymorphic Army is a little excessive. So I'm just going to replay the 5/4 and hold the line, pass it back. Next turn I think we Polymorphic Army. Maybe swing first and then Polymorphic Army. Just for the complete shenanigans of neither one of us knowing what's going to happen when blocks are declared. Alright, so have to take 1. Can stop the Dreadlings. Alright, so can turn these into 3. No, we're gonna do Witch of the Witching Well. And then swing. And try to Polymorphic to turn all of those into 5 drops. No! Suffocate. No! Gotta eat more eggs. I'd say eggs are a good source of protein, but not when they're spider eggs. Oh, come on with your bounce. Bounce the witch. I guess because the witch isn't stunned. Alright, so that's a lot of damage, and now cannot be so YOLO about swings. Turn them into 4 drops. These aren't even good. Yeah. No, I should have. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll make do with this. I think this isn't bad territory though. Raptos is looking good. Deals 1, 2. So now we're on 5. Two unblockable damage. Yeah, I gotta play the troop. Let's see if any of these are game changers. Lock of the pack. Not gonna do it. Lady Shimmer. None of this stuff helps. Oh, and Locke has must attack. Rip. Rip. Oh, Locke got through, gain a point of health, so I guess there's that. But all that random shenanigans just completely sizzled there. Totally no value. Okay, so that's probably still lethal. Yep. Raptos is moving along. Moving right along. So it's a linear path off the first room. Starting at room 1, going to room 2. And if Raptos wins again, then they'll have a choice between going for bonus room number 1 or carrying on to room 4. So that is where we are at. It worked! It actually worked! It did work. Got you through room 1. And you can send me a challenge for room number 2 whenever you're ready. And I've been meaning to advise too, because I haven't built the next dungeon yet, so you know, I hope those next 2 bosses don't fall too quickly. But if there's any, you know, random rare cards that you would like to see interesting encounters built around, let me know. And I am open to suggestions. I want to do some work with Mirror or Locket of Reflection. I think I want to try to start drawing up some Locket decks. I've even toyed with the idea of doing an entire dungeon around Locket of Reflection. Azure Fate would be an interesting one. What am I doing? Number 2. 6. 2. I might do a jank dungeon. Just trying to find some unutilized cards that are worth building around. This is a keeper, 2 spirit-bound spies, a cloud speaker, and then our 1 copy of the end game. No troop or only troop deck. I have done no troop in the past, but that was a few sets ago, where the options were a lot less plentiful than they are now. So I think no troop is more viable now than it was the first time I did it. So I'm definitely, I would consider revisiting that for sure. Because I think it kind of sucked the first time I did it because there were only 2, maybe 3 sets worth of cards, where now there's 6 or 7. What, we're on 7, I think, right? That's what Frostheart is, set 7. So yeah, there's a lot more options for it now. Alright, so I actually want a Spirit-Bound Spy here, I think is the better call. And then Mooncall Ceremony can get us a troop for next turn. Starlight Pathfinder, alright, so we got a 2/2 Swift Striker. So Raptors lets the 1 hit. Doesn't want us to have a Phantom. And we'll throw down the Starlight Pathfinder we made to check a swing from the Buccaneer. Alright, Hatchery Malvoker is there to make some Spider Eggs again. Yeah, probably no swing here. Okay, confirmed, no swing. And let's see if this is allowed to hit again. Just swing both. No blocks. Alright, so let's throw down some more cheap stuff. Alright, so Grievous Phantom on 7. Transform each Phantom you control into a Grievous Phantom. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the hope is to try to get these to die. But if they're going to keep swinging for 1, I guess that's going to be what it's going to be. And Incubation Webs locks down Starlight Pathfinder, so it's going to get exhausted at the beginning of every turn. And jam our deck with eggs, and everything is stunned. Everything is stunned. Alright, so I guess we'll throw down a Spirit-Bound Spy. And is it worth Decree of Banishing to get that off the table? I think I'm going to risk holding the Decree for a bigger threat. Oh, that combo. Okay, I might use Decree of Banishing on my own Starlight Pathfinder, because this now creates 4 Spiderling Eggs every turn. Or does this... Oh, it only hits opposing troops. I can't Decree of Banishing my own thing. Yep. My idea does not work. So I think I kind of want to use the Decree of Banishing here to get that off the table, just because we're already getting enough eggs in the deck. Yeah, get out of here. might as well use my resources because one more resource and phantoms become Grievous Phantoms. Raptos, as a longtime viewer, probably remembers this deck from an earlier dungeon and knows what I'm trying to do here. Alright, bounces the good Phantom back to hand. Alright, now everything is weaker, which is a bummer. Three eggs, so many eggs. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna have you battle a troop when you have no attack power. Alright, so I'm gonna swing over and poke you for 2 while everything else does absolutely nothing! Oh, come on. At the start of your turn, if this has attack power 3 or less, exhaust it. The Malzog build of I want to crush your will to live, lock down all your toys, bleed you slow. Alright, well, it's Grievous Phantom time. Don't dingle me, bro. So that one will come back next turn. But in the meantime, we swing for 6. Got that end game. Alright, so one is stunned. Nope. He waves the white flag, did not get the spiderling egg run fast enough. GG's Raptos. So we're going to update the queue here. 5 attempts. And we're going to add in, now besides a Shards of Fate booster, we're going to add in a Shattered Destiny booster. Shattered Destiny booster. Okay. And Face Remover, in-game name Face Remover. If you are still in chat, you are on deck as the first person to have a rerun tonight. Yeah, you need some berry to help get those spiders out. The generation is there. Yep, alright. Alright, so we have Face Remover here, so Face Remover is going to be up. And Goliath, time depending, you're on deck. And you would almost certainly be the last run of the night between 2 people in 30 minutes. You're starting within 30 minutes. The Great. The Uncategorizable. Make it so I don't get hit. Yep, you can... that stalls out for a while. And we're starting in room 2. And I can't refill my water without going downstairs to turn on my water. So we'll just manage. I'm going to give Face Remover a couple more seconds and then I'll send the challenge myself. Where's my challenge button? Starting room 2. Player unavailable. What? Okay, there we go. Now this time it worked. This time it worked. So we're gonna go first. Has 4 treacherous passes. Yeah, that might be much. 4 might be a little too many. Alright, this is fine. Daring Freebooter on 2, a bounce, Cloudbounder on 3. Some charge gain. This will work just fine. So it's a little bit of lost value not to have a stun, but I want a troop down to help mobilize Cloudbounder to get that out faster. Gas Exchange is the one that makes us lose a card every turn. So we have a 2, a 3, a 4. We're curving out just fine. Yep, this dungeon does like its some conscription and likes troop shenanigans, which is why Ducklet was able to brutalize it with making me sacrifice my own troops over and over and over again. Losing 2 cards onto their turn now. Daughter of Stars one-sided board wipe is not that great when there's no troops to bounce. Aw, we lost 2 good cards in a row, Cloudbounder and Thunderfield Elder. Nice to see a new take on an old concept, though. It's been a while since I've seen anybody try to run spiders. Decree of Banishing. Sad day. Probably the Mystic Naturalist? No! May have an answer for the Naturalist next turn. You know what's the cure for losing 1 Naturalist, right? Having a spare. Alright, and we lose a Buccaneer and the 3rd Mystic Naturalist. No troops to bounce. Face Remover needing some guidance. Alright, so I don't know if Mill's just a backdoor or if the real desire here is put target troop from a crypt into your hand, so just to try to steal something. Alright, so there was another Decree of Banishing. I don't know if that was found or there the whole time. So the Ghastly Exchange is also very good against Prophecy. Next action in your deck gets when you play this, copy it. and we lost it because of those berries. Our action basically needed to be 3 cards down. So it started with me wanting to build something to control damage, then accidentally scroll over to Spider's Nest to wait. I could stun troops and make them egg engines? There, oh, yeah, this is like backdoor berry goot. Into Death Chant to get dead things back. It almost might be too little too late. Can only hit 4. And there's nothing to balance, but I'm playing Buccaneer anyway. No, I only have, the only troops are mine. Alright, so there needs to be a lot of removal happening this turn to prevent 4 damage coming through. Wow, that is a lot of bodies getting vomited on the board. That is a lot of bodies getting vomited on the board. But it's not gonna stop the train. That's gonna go back in your hand. And we've got 4 in the air, but throw down Buccaneer. Put that back in your hand, and then swing for the hill, so I think that does it, right? You take my Daybreak Diviner. Or your, yeah, why would I have a Daybreak Diviner in Mono Sapphire? Your Daybreak Diviner. That should do it. Daughter of Stars manages to show that she can accomplish things outside of the Hex novel. Alright, GG Face Remover. And to the pool, we are going to add an Angel of Atonement. Make sure I don't add that to my list of things I need to send Ducklet. No, Angel of Atonement is correctly in the current queue. And I need to remember those are given out from Functions Donation Stash. Alright, so Goliathus, you're up for round 2. You're going to be our closer for the evening. I need to take a real quick AFK to make a quick bathroom run, and then we will wrap up the stream with your second go around. I will be right back, 2 minutes or less. Okay, I am back. Goliathus, you can send me a challenge when ready. And I was just trying to respond to face remover here. Alright. Dungeon Master versus Goliathus. Oh, and are we? I'm assuming we're starting with you at room 1 again. I'm going to assume start 1, because I think Goliathus wanted to attempt a bonus room. Yep. Okay. Confirmation. I chose correctly. Little bit risky of a keep, but I'm going to do it. This could be bad. Actually, this is probably pretty bad, because this is lockdown. This needs a troop. This needs troops to aid for drawing. That's the end game for much later. Yeah, I shouldn't have kept this. Silver Lining, playable card, but need to find some resources. That Scrap Welder is basically going to be just a 4-cost 2/2. That's horrible. And we lost a resource and then some other stuff. So we're behind in the resource game, and Goliathus has Psychic Torment out now for some berry. Alright, I'm seeking fortune because I need it. And getting hit with a mill isn't the worst thing in the world, but definitely need to find some more shards. Alright, so the Eldritch Stream Thief is a great target for shackling strands. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. That's every combat phase, I think, right? Yep, so we can swing in for... Psychic Torment basically doubles the potency of Eldritch Stream Thief. This buries the top card for each damage dealt, so it's already dealing 3, and then bury the top card for each damage dealt. That's 3 more. Ew, Walking Boneyard. So that is a 5/5. Has +1/+1 for each, so that can keep getting bigger. Yeah, that keeps getting bigger. That is a problem. So I think a body needs to get thrown in front of that. That is going to put a damper on shenanigans here. Because those are unblockable, nothing's going to stop them. Throw down a depth crawler here to have 2 bodies. No! The monk strangled before it can get spell shield. And so Have to throw a body in front of the 8/8. But still gonna get slapped for 7. Corrupt Harvester. Cannot be blocked except by artifact troops and or blood troops. So really leaning hard on getting all the damage through. And so Wild Shaper Caliban is in a world of hurt right now. I can't even... Well, there's no offensive game plan right now. It's sacrifice a troop every turn to the Walking Boneyard. Deal 9, gain 9. Oh, 16-15. Wow, dead next turn. The spiders alone are going to be enough. Can't save your deck in reserves. That's new. What mode are you in? Like ladder or a tournament? I haven't heard of that one before. Constructed ladder. Yeah, that's not good. Probably want to report that. Okay, so there's no choice yet. We next move on to room 2. And from there, Goliathus would have a choice of going for the bonus room, which I believe they do want, or continuing to go deeper in the dungeon. Yep, bonus room. Okay, you got to beat room 2 first. So there's one challenge. There's one room between you and the bonus room, but we'll go that route. So this will be room 2. And I'm going to take down the dungeon map. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me tonight for our 29th episode of Dungeon Masters of Entrath. I have officially been hosting this game show weekly for more than 6 months now. Start at 7 p.m. Central, run until 10 p.m. Central, which is 5 to 8 Pacific. You know, but I still get kind of social anxiety sometimes before firing up the stream, but once we've been going for a little while, then it's not so bad anymore. Alright, I see no reason to get cute and hold that. At 8 to 11 in the one true time zone. Alright, so Blessed Scout on 2. Battlefield Ironsmith gives another Ardent Troop you control +3 attack. So we can put that on the Blessed Scout next turn here. And then swing in with a 4/3 that conscripts a troop. That is maybe a little bit all the eggs in one basket-y, because the Blessed Scout is already going to be a target. But for the amount of turns that we can try to get this through, we want to try to get damage through. Actually, a better option would probably be to play the Cloud Speaker. Make the Cloud Speaker a 3/4. for threat diversification. I'm going to do that so there's not just one threat and nothing else going on. So we have a Grievous Phantom as the endgame, but right now no Phantoms. And none of the stuff that makes Phantoms, except for charge power on 6. And we lost 3 shards, a repel, and a decree of banishing. So that was actually probably Mill that did us a favor. Alright, Battlefield Ironsmith pre-combat for sure. Give you a reason to hate something other than the Blessed Scout. Let's get an Intrepid Conjurer out there too. Lost, Dance Macabre, Spiritbound Spy, Mooncall. Dance is real good in this matchup. Transform all troops in your crypt into phantoms and put them into play. Actually wouldn't be been much value at the moment, but as the mill keeps going, that gets better and better and better. And speak of the devil, how many troops are in here right now? 1, 2. Yeah, go ahead and mill me some more. We may have enough damage. This is lethal on board. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No eggs in all of that. Unbelievable. Well, there's an egg. Let's throw down the Dance Macabre for 4 phantoms. Had exactly lethal. Well, GG Goliathus. Good run. You wrecked me the first time. So we're going to update the number to 7 fails here. The current prize pool is going to get another 2,000 gold. So the current grand prize pool is 4 Ageless Troubadours, courtesy of Rory, aka Noriest in chat here. 14,000 gold, a Shards of Fate booster, a Shattered Destiny booster, Evolved Tactics, and an Angel of Atonement. The prize pool continues to grow with every person's failure. Earlier on the stream tonight, we had Ducklet win a grand prize of a Frostheart Primal pack, a 2016 Convocation pack, an Evo package from defeating one of the bonus rooms, and 12,000 gold. So it's been a busy night. We've had several people play. My best friend Spegmasm, who is a new Hex player, had his first ever run against Dungeon Masters of Entrath. Face Remover, I believe, also is a first-time ever player against Dungeon Masters of Entrath. Ducklet may also have been a first-timer. I cannot recall if Ducklet, if you've played in the past. If so, it's been a few weeks, but nice to see some new action. I will continue to do the stream every Wednesday because I have an absolute blast running this. 6 months and no signs of stopping. So I'm just taking a quick look at who is still streaming Hex, but I need to catch some sleep. And it sounds like I got a follow here. Although, for some reason, Streamlabs is not showing it. What's the deal, Streamlabs? Let's give somebody their earned credit here. There it is. Lock has followed. We're gonna do this again. Let's try this again. There, that's what we were supposed to see. Thank you, Lock, for the follow. I do appreciate it. And we are if not at 150 followers. We are very close. 148 followers. 2 followers away. 2 followers away from when I am going to be doing a Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs stream where I pull up Netflix and we watch that really awful movie together. And I try to turn it into a story based on Hex, kind of giving it the riff tracks or the Mystery Science Theater 3000 treatment. So that's something I'm going to do, schedule as a follower reward when we hit the milestone. It's close. So close. But for now, I think I'm going to send everybody over to the Yellow Snow. Somebody trying to learn Hex for the first time. Sounds like a newer player, and we like our new players here. Professor Yana is also streaming. So if you want your constructed, say hi to Professor Yana. If you want to help a new player out, the Yellow Snow. Either way, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Rory, aka Norius, thanks again for being my first subscriber. I feel the love, much appreciated. And I will catch you all next week.